Hello and welcome to Bible Study with Alice, and today we're on day 14, Proverb 14 of our daily Proverb reading. We're reading from the ESV translation, but you're more than welcome to join us from a different translation. As you can see, we are on Proverb 14. These videos are filmed in real time. Today's date is the 14th of April 25 and it's a Monday. There is a disclaimer as usual, and that is one, these videos are unedited and also probably stumble my wording. Let's get started. The wise woman builds her house, but the folly with her own hands tear it down. Whoever walks in uprightness fears the Lord, but he who is devious in his ways despises him. By the mouth of a fool comes a rod for his back, but the lips of the wise will preserve them. For where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but the abundant crops come by the strength of the ox. A faithful witness does not lie, a false witness breathes out lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom in vain, but knowledge is easy for a man of understanding. 7. Leave the presence of a fool, so there you do not meet words of knowledge. The wisdom is prudent to discern his ways, but the folly of fools is deceiving. Nine. Fools mock at the guilt offerings, but the upright enjoys acceptance. The heart knows its own bitterness, and no stranger shares its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will be flourished. There is a way that seems right to a man, but it ends in the way to death. 13. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and the end of joy may be grief. The backslider in heart will be filled with the fruit of his ways, and a good man will be filled with the fruit of his ways. The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps. One who is wise is cautious and turns away from evil, but a fool is reckless and careless. A man of quick temper acts foolish, and the man of evil devices is hated. 18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil bow down before the good, the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor is disliked even by his neighbour, but the rich has many friends. Whoever despises his neighbour is a sinner, but blessed is he who is generous to the poor. 22. Do they not go astray who devise evil? Those who devise good meet steadfast love and faithfulness. In all toil there is profit, but mere talks tend only to poverty. The crown of the wise is their wealth, but the folly of fools brings folly. A truthful witness saves life, but one who breathes out lies is deceitful. In the fear of the Lord, one has strong confidence, and his children will have refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, but one may turn away from the snares of death. 28. In a multitude of people is the glory of a king, but without people a prince is ruined. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has haste temper exalts folly. A tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. Whoever oppresses a poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honours him. The wicked is overthrown through his evil doings, but the righteous finds refuge in his death. 33. Wisdom rests in the heart of a man of understanding, but it makes itself known even in the midst of fools. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sins is reproach to any people. A servant who deals wisely has the king's favour, but his wrath falls on who acts shamefully. So that is Proverb 14 complete. I do apologise if there is a few words that I stumbled on, and if you're hearing really weird noises, just my cat. She's sunbathing in the window. She does that a lot, especially, well, I say sunbathing, she just likes to lie in the window. So right. So Proverb 14 is written by King Solomon, and as I said in yesterday's video about that a lot of these proverbs are written by King Solomon, and historians and scholars don't know exactly when during his reign that these proverbs were written. Just that they were written during his reign, and his reign was 970 to 931 BC. So with Proverbs 14, it's talking about the importance of seeking wisdom and understanding wisdom, and the consequences of pursuing the foolish path. Now, we have mentioned this in previous videos, so I won't go on about it too much, because I know, like, yesterday's video went on for quite some time. But with Proverbs 14, it is, as we know that, or for those who are new, and this is the first time you're watching my videos, especially Proverb videos, so we have to kind of set the scene here. So King Solomon's written these proverbs so young Jewish men has an understanding of the wisdom that is set before them from King Solomon as they are coming out of childhood, adolescence type of period into their adulthood. And these wisdoms are there so they can help and guide these young men to pick the, basically be able to choose the right path and give them wisdom and understanding of what to come. That's basically the general gist of how these proverbs are set out by King Solomon. So obviously they are there to help these people to be able to understand the importance of wisdom. And as we know, the book of Proverbs is basically wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom, and it could come in all shapes and forms. And it's talking about, obviously, you know, the whole consensus of it doesn't necessarily mean 14, but a lot of the proverbs will be talking about, you know, picking the right path over the wrong path, talking about, you know, not implying this at all, but some men, especially back in that time period, would pick to sleep with a prostitute. And obviously what these wisdoms are trying to say is that by sleeping with prostitutes are not going to be a good thing. They're going to be given, obviously you can get diseases and all sorts of different things from sleeping with random people, and especially when that person's been sleeping with loads of random people as well, so you kind of get that. So there'd be a lot of health implications from sleeping with prostitutes, and there also will be that you won't be getting the blessings, because obviously this prostitute might be in fact married to somebody, and they then going off and selling their body to get money, because they might be struggling with getting food and what have you. So they think, if I sleep with random people, I get money, and then I can then be able to buy food for my family and what have you, because their husband might be out working. Now, I'm not at all saying that all women are prostitutes, because I am a woman and I am not a prostitute. But I'm not also saying that all men go around sleeping with prostitutes either. But obviously we're talking about time period that this proverb was written. It would have been along them lines. So what King Solomon's trying to do is give out wisdom to say that, look, if you sleep with random women, you're going to get health implications. You're going to not get the blessings that you desire from God, because God's not going to give that to you because you have committed a crime. Where if you choose your wife and sleep with your wife and marry your wife and be with your wife or your husband, depending on which way we see it as, you'll get all the blessings, you get all the good things that will come your way by being the righteous person. Now, that was obviously what it was like back in that time period. So obviously I'm not implying that anything of this is the case now, but we can still get wisdom from these from the scriptures. We can all, regardless of where we are in the Bible, we always get scriptures and wisdom from the scriptures. You know, we always get that from them, regardless of where they're from and regardless of the time that they were in. We always will get you know, blessings from reading the scriptures, and you feel very absorbed of you know, get your blessings by being feeling full from it all. So you can get obviously blessings just by reading the scriptures and the importance of the scriptures. But when these proverbs were written, especially Proverb 14, it was obviously written by King Solomon, and he's obviously wanting people to realise that there is an importance of wisdom and understanding that wisdom to the consequences of if you go down the wrong path, if you choose prostitution or choose to sleep with somebody who's a prostitute, choose to commit crimes and what have you. There's so many different things that we can get from that in itself, from the Proverbs. So I'm going to write in the day and the date. So probably got here a bit. So on the 14th of April 25, and it's a Monday. So and then we're coming up to Easter, if you celebrate Easter, that is. Friday will be Good Friday, so we are going to come up to Easter shortly. Just wanted to mention that. Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we'll be doing the 5th, which is the 15th. We'll be doing Proverbs 15. Thank you for watching. Please like my content. Please subscribe to my channel, and please turn on the notification bell so you then get notified of content like this. Thank you and goodbye.